What's up, Keymakers? Today we're going to talk about claiming your entrepreneurship. You wake up, drive 30 minutes to work as an employee at your 9 to 5, which you hate, and all you can think about at work is providing for your family, starting your business, moving it forward, changing the world, and in the process, living the life of freedom and fulfillment you've always imagined. This podcast helps you transition from employee to entrepreneur. My name is Bradley G. Smith, and welcome to the Keymaker Nation podcast. So, if you've been watching on YouTube up to this point, you've sort of noticed the inside of my car, and there's been streaks on the window, and the car has been really messy in general, but you guys probably haven't been able to see that. So a little while ago, I inherited this car from my wife. Basically, we ended up, I'm home now and I'm parked. Somebody's coming over to look at my car to fix something, so I'm parked a little bit backwards. But whenever we had our third kid, we basically had to go, we didn't have any more room in this CRV to carry all three of our kids around because they all needed car seats, and there's not really a lot of room in here. So we went and got a van, and love the van. And but this particular vehicle, I just basically picked up after I got rid of my other vehicle, and haven't gotten a chance to take it and get it detailed yet. And it's been quite a bit of time. So, and the streaks on the windows were from the dog. We have a dog, and our dog slobbers all over the window when she's in here, when we're taking her, to get watched over the weekend or something at the dog hotel. So when we have to drop her off, she's just over by the window. And, so anyways, I got to clean the car up, and I'm really excited about that. So I just wanted to share that little nugget with you guys. The car is spotless in here. But, so I wanted to talk about something that I have been practicing lately that I wanted to share specifically with you guys. I've had a lot of ventures that I've worked on, and I think I'd like to share those ventures with you at some point. Different failures that I've had that I've learned so much about being an entrepreneur from. And I wanted to share those with you at some point, not in this episode. But with each one of those ventures, I was really sort of very slow to proclaim my business mindset and my entrepreneurship, or being a solopreneur or business owner, especially to my peers for some reason. I would sort of always start with, I'm a software engineer, because that's what I do full time. And so I would always sort of say I'm a software engineer, because it sort of let me off the hook for talking about business and being a business owner. And software engineer is kind of cool, because you can always, it sort of hits a lot of topics, and it flows into a lot of different areas. So you can sort of speak knowledgeably about business in general, just with the software engineer conversation. This is my career. I'm a software engineer, and you can talk about marketing. You can talk about building software. You can talk about sales, and there's lots of different things wrapped up in there. But there's something about proclaiming to my fellow peers that I've noticed lately. I've just sort of made the switch, and I've said, you know what? I'm an entrepreneur, and I always have been an entrepreneur at heart. So I need to start talking like one. And I can't really put my finger on it, but I sort of just made the switch and started telling people, I'm an entrepreneur. This is what I do. And, the business I work for is okay with it. They have policies where you can't really work on your own business stuff at work, but you can own a business. You can be part of another business. So there's nothing to worry about there, and I'm not doing anything to compete against my current business. So I don't really have any eggshells to walk on there. There's nothing to, be worried about in terms of sharing there. But I don't just go freely share with everybody. I'm an entrepreneur while I'm at work. But I've sort of made the switch when the opportunity comes up, and it always does. It always presents itself, where now when somebody asks you what you do, I've sort of made the switch, and I've started saying, I'm a business owner, I run a funnel agency, and then I get into the details from there, and I talk about, sales funnels and marketing funnels and driving traffic and everything that falls into all of that. But it has helped me make the switch, and I feel more confident every single day when I talk to someone about being a business owner instead of being a software engineer. Now, I can fall back on software engineer all day, 24/7, because it's something I'm really comfortable with, and I'm really confident in my skill set. But I'm making the switch, and this is my challenge to you, is like, if you're an employee, move into entrepreneur, and you've made several attempts at being an entrepreneur already, and they haven't worked out for one reason or another, and you're in a similar boat that I am, where you're sort of hoping that your success as an entrepreneur would play out before you told everybody you were an entrepreneur, or that before you ever told anybody you were a business owner. But business owners and entrepreneurs know this is part of business, right? It's a learning process. So there's a different sort of confidence and respect that you gain by claiming that you're a business owner and an entrepreneur. And then you can even get into, from there, there's always the follow-up conversation of what it is that you do, why you think it's important, and what your take is and how it's different than everybody else that's in the market. So my challenge to you: claim that you're a business owner, take ownership of it, and gain and build your confidence in it. You're only going to get better at it over time. It's not going to be perfect at first. You're not going to be able to explain what you do perfectly, but the more you talk about it, the more confident you become, the better you get at explaining it, the better you'll feel about saying it. And you won't hide behind your career anymore. You'll now start to make the transition in your mindset that you're going to be an entrepreneur and that you're going to be a business owner. So that's it, guys. That's all I have for today. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Hey, guys. Don't forget to join me in the Keymaker Nation private Facebook group. If you're listening to the podcast via iTunes, please rate and review. And if you're listening via YouTube, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. And as always, thanks for listening.